Beautiful morning in Edinburgh. There's a big yellow ball in the sky. I've got the Factor 50 sunscreen on. This is the perfect day to talk about imperfections. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're talking about imperfections, and I'm going to use an analogy here. Back in the 70s and 80s, there was a band called Steely Dan, and they were notorious perfectionists. Sometimes it would take them 40 takes to get a solo right. I mean, these guys were going for absolute sterile perfection. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, Asia by Steely Dan, absolutely superb album, love it. But in photography, sterility, perfection, if you're waiting for 40 takes, the light's changed, the bus is gone, and your coffee's cold. What I like to do is embrace happy accidents, soul over specs. By the way, the coffee from Uplands Roast is really good. So sometimes people will tell you to shoot with the sun at your back to make things clear. Now, if you shoot into the sun or into the light, what you lose in detail, you usually gain in a bit of drama. And you know what? A silhouette tells a better story than a brightly lit face. Sometimes. People will tell you about these rules in photography, the exposure triangle, the rule of thirds, shooting with the light behind your back, and you absolutely should learn them. They will make you a better photographer. Learn them like a pro, and then break them. I love this shot. It breaks every technical rule in the book. It's blurry, it's messy, and it's imperfect. But what it does have is soul over specs. So this was taken at the Edinburgh Fringe, and I think what attracted me was the yellow umbrellas. So I was trying to get a nice, colourful street scene, and I think I probably didn't pay attention at the time to my shutter speed. I think what I had done is the old F8 and go, and what's happened is just as I took the shot, this chap has appeared on the right hand side of the image. I think he's probably tried to duck out the way. I think what we're left with is well, in my opinion, a banger of a shot. Certainly more interesting than what it would have looked like. This little happy accident turned out quite well. Right, my friends, it's time for this guy to go for a pint. And a pint always helps that perfectionist brain of mine relax a bit. This is usually where the happy accidents happen. Hopefully not spilling my pint though. Got a nice local beer. So this is a Stewart's Black IPA. Stewart's are based out in Midlothian. And £2.49 as well. Oof. Anyway, here comes the inspiration. And by the way, I know it's a Wetherspoons, but check this place out, honestly. Incredible. Many, many moons ago, it was a nightclub, it's been a concert venue, and I have to say, hats off to them. They've done a really, really good job. I think this is one of the best Wetherspoons, aesthetically anyway, I think I've ever been in. When we're out on the photo walk, we spend a little bit of time on subject isolation. So I show you how to use framing to pull a single story out of a busy scene. It's a handy skill. So textbooks will tell you to simplify, remove clutter, isolate your subject, but sometimes that gets in the way of the truth. Look at this shot I took in Kelvingrove Park in Glasgow. I went in with the specs mindset. I wanted to isolate the band leader, blur everything else into oblivion, and I failed miserably. So my shutter was too slow, the frame was too wide, and there was just noise everywhere. And you know what? I'll say it again, it's an absolute banger. And the reason for that is the noise. So the keep cam shut, the pipers in the background, the layers of people, that is the actual story. It's a perfectly imperfect moment that a clean shot would have killed. If I'd followed the rules, I would have cropped out the woman on the right there and the keep cam shot on the left to get a clean shot of the leader. But look what happens when you leave the mess in. You get the story. You get the irony, you get the energy of Kelvingrove Park on a Saturday morning. This was an accident, but it's more honest than any posed portrait I've ever taken. So in the morning, we had some coffee, nice coffee from Upland Roast for the focus. Just after lunch, we had a pint of Stewart's Black IPA from the Spoons to get some inspiration. And now, at the end of the day, for a bit of reflection, it's Glen Kinchy time. All right. Oh, that is so smooth. It's actually known as the Edinburgh malt, although it's based down in Pencaitland in East Lothian. Still local enough. I'll take it. Slanging. Hi, I'm Alan, and I run guided photo walks right here in Edinburgh. And on these walks, we don't get bogged down in specs, we don't sit around discussing histograms and sensor sizes. We focus on the story. We look at practical ways to see the city differently so that you can go home and tell your own story. And hopefully, you'll find the confidence to break a few rules and find your own happy accidents. The link to join me is in the description. Laters.